Welcome back to Horror Recaps. In a few seconds, you're going to listen to a frightening tale narrated by me. Fear awaits you. Watch out and take care. The movie opens with a lady, Jordan, in complete darkness. She staggers around, feeling the walls with her hands, when all of a sudden, a man appears in the dark. Terrified, Jordan asks how she got here. The strange man says he has no idea, explaining he only remembers being in his apartment watching the TV, and he is equally surprised to find himself in the dark room. As they have the conversation, they hear a whimper from afar. The man moves forward to check where the sound is coming from, and then he finds another lady, still in shock. Still in doubt of the man's genuineness, Jordan wants to hit him, but he reassures her he does not know how they got there. The man introduces himself as Grant and the new lady Anna. As the day goes by, two other men, Alex and Luke, join the group, totaling 5 people in the dark room. Grant suggests the group spread out to find a way out of the room, making Luke ask who made Grant the leader. Grant tells him no one, he is only trying to get them out of captivity. Meanwhile, someone is watching from a room while taking notes of the activities in the room from the monitor of several hidden cameras. On the second day, the abductor turns on the light while the group looks around the room. Grant gets up and starts looking around, hoping to find a way out. He tries to remove the bulb but fails. Eventually, they discover a wooden door. However, the door is locked. Unable to open it, Luke desperately asks whoever put them there to open the door while he curses. Upon seeing how desperate they are, the abductor who is watching opens the door. Getting through the door, they realize the room is the bottom of a well. Inside the room, they find a toilet paper, 4 water barrels, trays, and cups. Frustrated, Luke curses out at their abductor, while the others conclude that whoever keeps them in the room wants them dead. Anna, still in shock, trembles and could barely say anything except mutter that they will all die. Later, they find a clock. Jordan reveals 1 mark equals 1 day. Unlike the others, Jordan and Grant seem to be getting along very well. Jordan motivates Anna, stating that help will soon come since all their family must have noticed they are missing. Luke goes back to the well in an attempt to scale the walls but can't. With his hand now bloodied, he dips his hand into a barrel of water to wash his hands and face. Grant challenges Luke for his inconsiderate behavior, telling him they will need the water since they don't know how long they will be in captivity. Being an aggressive person, Luke curses out Grant, telling him they are all going to die anyway. Angered, Grant pins Luke to the wall holding his neck, and demands that he stops being disrespectful towards him. On the third day, Grant starts scraping the wall with an aluminum cup. Seeing him, Alex, who has been watching, questions the sense in his action, telling him he can't break the walls with the cup. Grant agrees it might take time to get through, but he doesn't mind. To figure out why their abductor chose them, Jordan asks questions about everybody's life before the incident. Jordan discovers some of them are murderers, except for herself and Alex, who has a fear of conflict. She further discovers they are all lonely people, concluding that the abductor chose them due to their life patterns. On the 4th day, while drinking water, Jordan finds a scalpel on the water barrel, wondering how it got there. Attached to the scalpel is a note that Jordan is too dumbfounded to read. Luke takes the note and reads it out loud, saying, "An average human body cannot last for more than 30 days without food." Being a doctor, Jordan, who knows that scalpels are for cutting human flesh, informs the others that their abductors want them to kill each other, perhaps to eat each other since they can't survive without food. Everyone wonders why the abductor wants them to do that. Luke hints that their abductor must be mentally ill. The next scene shows a couple making out in the dark with loud music from their car, alerting those inside the well. Upon hearing the music, they shout, hoping to get rescued. As the couple hears their voices, they decide to call for help. Meanwhile, the abductor is watching from a hidden camera as the couple brings out their phone to call for help. The abductor shoots them with an arrow that sedates them. Shortly after, the abductor ties them up, puts them in the car, and then pushes the car into a river down a cliff while watching them drown. With his identity revealed, the man recalls a car accident with his mother, killing his mother while he is left trapped in the car with no help forthcoming. On day 5, during a discussion, Anna asks Jordan what it feels like to starve. She explains to her stage by stage, revealing that as the sugar level drops, the body grows weak. Again, the abductor recalls the car crash. The cop discovers the crash 2 weeks later but is surprised to see the young boy survived, despite still being trapped. The boy is diagnosed with hyperthermia, revealing that the boy survived the 2 weeks by eating his mother's flesh. Back to the present, the abductor is looking over the wall with photos of the captives, revealing that he has been stalking his victims for quite some time. On the 17th day, Grant is still scraping the wall, and eventually, he removes a brick, while Luke lends him a hand by pushing the walls violently with his legs. The wall collapses, but to their utter shock, it leads to a dead end where they find the skeletal remains of two people. All discouraged, they conclude that they will also end up like skeletons. Meanwhile, Grant tells Jordan that he is sick, revealing he has a heart condition, and without medication, his health has begun to decline. On the other side, Anna is eavesdropping on their conversation. As the days go by, Alex, the loner, becomes acquainted with some cockroaches. Luke walks up to him, eating one of the cockroaches, while Alex challenges him for eating all of his cockroaches. Knowing that Jordan is protective of Grant, Luke decides to attack her before attempting to eliminate Grant. Eventually, Jordan retrieves the scalpel, almost stabbing Luke but stops because of Grant's plea. Alex tells Jordan that Grant will die anyway, so they might as well kill him and feed on him to get by. Upon hearing this, Jordan threatens to kill Luke if he ever attempts to attack anyone again. Meanwhile, Anna had informed Alex of Grant's ailment, and they plot to kill Grant for food. On the 24th day, while Jordan and Grant are sleeping, Alex attacks Jordan and gets into a physical struggle with Grant, who is already weak. Eventually, he overpowers Grant. Alex and Anna drag his body to a corner, cutting him up with the scalpel as they feast on him. Luke gets untied, while he also eats Grant, after which they tie Jordan, threatening her just like Jordan was doing herself earlier. Also, telling her that they killed Grant because they needed to eat to survive, mocking her to keep upholding humanity while she starves to death. The next day, Anna gives water to Jordan, claiming the others must not know she offered her water. Jordan implores Anna to be careful because she might be the next victim. Anna takes the cup from Jordan and spills it, revealing she convinced Alex to kill Grant, also informing Jordan that contrary to what she thinks, she decides who lives and who dies, as Jordan stares in disbelief. Anna and Luke get along well, making love while Alex watches, getting infuriated. On day 28, angry that Anna used him while she makes love to Luke, Alex attacks Anna, biting her hand. Luke rescues Anna and stabs Alex in the neck, eliminating him and eating him. The next day, Jordan unties herself with a stone and retrieves the scalpel from Alex. Fearing for her life, she runs into the well, shutting the door after her while Luke calls out to her. Later, the clock begins to beep, alerting them it is day 30. Luke breaks the clock while he rejoices with Anna that they survived the 30 days. On day 31, Anna sits by the door apologizing to Jordan for her betrayal, asking that Jordan open the door for her to drink water. Anna lied about being alone when Jordan asked if she was alone. Upon peeping through the door, Jordan saw Luke's foot and then refused to open the door. On day 33, Luke becomes unstable, accusing Anna of staring at him and then strangling her while Jordan, who comes to rescue Anna, eliminates Luke after he kills Anna. Talking to the camera, Jordan says she is tired of playing the game, stating she would rather die than become a cannibal. The abductor recalls how he sliced his mother's skin due to starvation. Meanwhile, Jordan uses Luke's blood to write on the tray and hides it from the camera. It is the 34th day, and Jordan hasn't eaten anybody. Apprehensive and frustrated at Jordan's unwillingness, the abductor climbs down the well using a rope ladder. Upon getting to the room, the abductor finds Jordan sitting motionless as he reads what Jordan wrote on the tray. Unknown to him, Jordan is playing dead. Jordan stabs the abductor to death with a piece of bone. After that, Jordan leaves the room, struggling to climb the ladder, as she remembers playing in a field as a child. The movie ends with Jordan climbing out of the well as she stares at the sun, exhausted. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.